Hello, everybody. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are tuning in from the world. I love seeing everybody this beautiful day, and I already see some amazing people who are saying hello to me in the comments. Hello, Julie. Hello, Charles. Adore you, my dear Charles. It's so nice to see you. I haven't seen you in so long. And I think the last time I saw you, Charles, was in person. So it's so nice to see you. Hello, Julie from Texas. Hello, Dr. Cliff. Hello to everybody today who is ready to have everything you want in your life, to have agency, to have freedom, to have choice, to have purpose. If you are so ready to slay and have that feeling in your life and know that that is who you are, I want you to put slay in the comments right now. Hello, Robin. And I would love to know where everybody is tuning in from as well, so I can say hello to you wherever you are in the world. So today we're going to be talking about, why does the judge believe the narcissist lies? And how can you win anyway, even if you feel like the judge is against you, the lawyers are against you, the system hasn't gone your way? You can still slay. You can still turn this around. You can still become the leader of your case and also of your life. It is possible. Hello, Foghorn Leghorn from San Andreas, California. I remember that old cartoon. So it's so nice to see everybody this morning. All right, so I am going to share my screen today. I'm going to do a little presentation for you, and then I'll do a Q&A at the end. So make sure you stay till the end so that we can answer all of your questions. Hello, Jericho from Montana. Nice to see you from Montana. All right, so let me see if I can share my screen here. Share screen. Just bear with me because, this is not my forte. All right. Yeah, hopefully everybody is seeing my screen and also seeing me. Hello, Donna from California. I want to see who's ready to slay. I want you guys to put slay in the comments right now if you are so ready. And just give this video a thumbs up if you are watching this on YouTube right now. So you are in the right place. If you feel like the judge does not see the truth and your voice isn't being heard and all you're doing is spending money, but you're not getting anywhere, you're just spinning your wheels, I want you to know you are not crazy and you are not alone. The bad news, and this is what nobody tells you, the judicial system isn't built for dealing with a narcissist. The good news is that you can win anyway. Hello, Hexamonium from Colorado and Kawiki from Hawaii. So good to see everybody. All right, so what would it mean to you to shut down that narcissist, constant drama, trauma, and chaos, and stop feeling like you're constantly on the defensive and actually get a fair outcome with real results? What would it mean to you to live your life with peace, prosperity, and purpose? How would that feel for you? I want you to just put that in the comments. How would that feel for you to finally feel that freedom? What if I told you there is a proven path to get justice and take back control of your life? Would you want it? And I've got Charles over here who has he's living proof that you can know that your identity precedes your destiny, right? I want you to know, I'm not here to motivate you. This is not just a rah-rah session, a support session, or even a bitch session. I'm here to arm you with a proven plan to gain real legal leverage that the narcissist won't see coming. All right. So hi, Leanna from San Francisco. It's good to see you. I'm so glad that you are here. So who am I? I am Rebecca Zung. I've been recognized as one of the best lawyers in America by U.S. News. I am a USA Today bestselling author. I have tens of millions of views on YouTube, over 1 million followers across all my platforms combined. I'm the creator of Slay, the Slay Method, and Slay AI, which you're going to hear more about here in a minute. So I have more than 20 years experience as a trial lawyer. I started studying narcissism so that I could beat opponents as a trial lawyer in the courtroom. And now I teach you guys all kinds of methods to gain real leverage and strategy so that you can do the same. Right? Does that sound good? Give me a yes in the comments if that sounds amazing to you. All right. I know what the pain is that you're living right now. You're telling the truth, right? You try to hire the best lawyer. You went out, you spent thousands. You're like, what is going on here? This is not fair. I'm doing all the right things. And yet we've got people who are just believing this liar on the other side. And it feels so unfair, right? So unfair. And it's frustrating to say the least. It feels like a trap. Every lie of theirs feels like it's sticking. And you wonder, what can you do? I just want you to know that I understand you. And I want you to know that the number one lie that the legal system and even therapists and even lawyers, everybody's telling you is that the courts and the court system are designed to protect you. That somehow that was what you're supposed to get, protection. Here's more lies and the actual truths, okay? Lies are that you're powerless. The lies are that the judge is never going to see the truth, that the lawyers will save you if you pay enough, and that the more you suffer, the more you should be rewarded. Those are all lies. I like to tell things straight, okay? The truths are that you do have leverage when you know how to use it, and judges reward proof according to the law, not pain. Lawyers, they know the law, but they don't know your life. And strategy, not suffering, wins cases, okay? They don't reward suffering. But this is why good people are losing, because you don't understand that lawyers just know the law, but they don't know your life, and that you must lead them. And because judges don't reward pain, they reward proof. You have to be the one that organizes all of the data, all of the information, everything that has led up to this point yourself. And the drama is not going to be listened to. All right. So if you want to win, you have to speak the language of the court. Okay. So the reality is that courts don't just reward honesty. They reward documentation, persuasive structure, persuasive leverage. Judges can't make you whole. All they do is apply the law. That's their job, is to apply the law. All right. All right. I see Donna says yes. I see no one to goose. It says yes. All right. So here's the thing. It's not that you're weak. It's just that courts don't reward pain. They reward persuasive strategy and patterns that are applied to the law. And if you understand how to ethically outmaneuver a narcissist in court using a proven strategy that they'll never see coming, then you can win even when the judge doesn't believe you. So you have to learn how to argue like a lawyer, strategically, not emotionally, and then you can get the results that you deserve. For real results, you have to create leverage and present it within the language of the court. So make sure you stay till the end of this presentation. I will be doing my Ask the Attorney anything you want. Charles says, organize and document. He's learned from me many times over the years. I was able to peacefully navigate through conversations with the narcissist. That never happens. And this was Christina. So what does this mean for you? You don't need to out yell. You don't need to outspend. You just need the system that flips the script. And the SLAY system is the system. It has been used by thousands of people all around the world. This is a 4-step roadmap from where to begin all the way to the win. All right, strategy. What's your vision? What's your specific action plan? This is your GPS. Leverage. This is going to be informed by the narcissist supply sources. Diamond level supply, their image informs everything. And I'll talk more about that here in a minute. Anticipate. Know that they're going to bait you. They're going to try to trigger you, but you can be 2 steps ahead of them. And then 100% of winning is mindset. If you don't believe you can win, no one can help you. Your identity precedes your destiny. All right? So, SLAY turns truth into proof. You ready to turn truth into proof? Give me a so ready in the comments. I want to see you guys write so ready in the comments right now. And chaos into clarity. It is how you stop relying on drama and start leading your case with data. All right, so here's 3 secrets that lawyers use in court, and this is exactly how to win. All right, so I'm going to teach you exactly how to use SLAY and SLAY AI to win. Secret number 1 is framed control wins court. And I'm going to explain to you what that means here right now. So S is your strategy, right? The problem is that narcissists hijack everything with chaos, right? I see Tatiana says so ready, and Frank says so ready, and Midnight Queen says so ready. I love it. All right. So the judge sides with them, and then they have one big strategy, which is chaos. And it's really hard because a lot of times you're reacting, and then they take your reaction and then they use that against you, right? Jacob says yes. The reality is that lawyers don't fight every lie. That's chasing. If you're trying to chase after them, then you're losing power. You're losing leverage, all right? Instead, you control the frame and you present evidence in a persuasive way under the law, okay? So before knowing the secret, you've got all this scattered information all over the place. You've got all the events that have taken place over all the years that you've known this person. So let's say you've known this person and been in relationship with this person for 10 years, 20 years. How many years have you guys been dealing with a narcissist? I want to know. Put it in the comments right now. So many years, so many of you. Conversations, texts, emails, witnesses, bank statements, depositions, all this stuff is all scattered all over the place, right? So D says 5 years. Jacob says I keep a journal. That's so good. I see No One to Goose It says 16 years. That's a lot of volume of information. 18, 25 plus, too many. Emotional dominating is the second issue. Always defending, right? You're always feeling like you're on the defensive because that narcissist just has you under attack all the time. And then you hope that the judge is going to see that pain and that drama and that chaos, because what I've experienced as a lawyer is that people think that if you get in front of the judge, the heavens are going to open up and the spotlight is going to come down and everybody, and the judge is going to go, oh my God, I can't believe you've been living with this person and look at this and let me just award you everything. That is not how it goes. Unfortunately, I wish it did, but it's not. And so if your case is in pieces where you have no roadmap, no structure, just endless chaos, then it's really hard for the judge to see what's actually going on. So you have to have a strategy, and which is your vision, very, very specific. What is it that you want? and then create an action plan. So when I say specific, I mean specific. I mean, like, do you want the business? How do you want the business? Do you want to buy it out? What's the value of it? Like, really specific. All right. Hi, James O'Reilly. 10 years. Yes, 10 years. Oh my gosh. So going back here, step 1, don't run. Step 2, make a U-turn. Step 3, break free. So courts actually see exhibits, patterns. Okay, patterns equal power. Data, not drama. Proof, not pain. They're always looking for supporting documentation. And you can't just say, oh, the lawyers have everything, because the lawyers don't see most of what's actually happening. Everybody that is in this system is just getting a little snapshot, and you want to be the one who presents information in a powerful, persuasive way that people can readily synthesize, readily see what's going on without having to dig. Okay? So here are some power strategies for freedom for you to use right away, because your emotions are everything. You have to get your emotions under control. So never jade, never justify, argue, defend, or explain. You'll often hear me say that I'm half Chinese, so I always wear jade, but never jade. Because as soon as you're trying to justify, argue, defend, or explain, you are losing power. You are losing leverage. You are giving your power to that narcissist. That is exactly what they want you to be doing. You got to stay out of that toxic vortex of negativity. So for power phrases, you want things like, let's stick to the issues at hand. I hear you. We can agree to disagree. Noted. Thank you for sharing. You're staying away from the fray, above it. Okay? Gray rock is a power action. Keep interactions very brief. Right? And you only respond to what you need to respond to. You've got to have those super strong boundaries, because they're kind of used to you not holding your boundaries. Okay? So many of you in my Justice Blueprint program know Tom. He's one of our lead trainers now. And Tom is amazing, but he came to me when he was dealing with a narcissist, and he was a client, and he said, I was in a dark place. Rebecca makes you feel like you can do anything. I can't recommend it highly enough. My whole life has changed because of it. So secret number 2 is evidence beats emotion. This is your leverage and your anticipate. The problem is that good people lose because you think that the truth is all you need to rely on. And while the truth is wonderful, it has to be presented in a way under the law that people can easily see patterns, exhibits, timelines, graphs, heat maps, that sort of thing. Frank is saying, Tom is great. I love it. The reality is that courts see proof, not and patterns, not pain. So here's the thing, and this is the cold, hard truth. Judges don't care how much you've suffered. They care about structured proof, okay? So you got to stay out of the game, stay out of the narcissist game, and you play your game. You set the bar. You set the floor, and you set the bar. All right. So diamond level supply is what is informing everything with a narcissist. Image, their public persona, it's intricately tied to their self-esteem and how they perceive themselves in the eyes of others. This is your potent leverage point that informs all else. Co-level supply, also very important, but it's secondary. This is that manipulation, the control, the chaos, the degrading, the flying monkeys, the smearing, the moving the goalposts, the not complying with court orders, the fraudulent motions, all that crazy stuff. It's deeply rooted in their need for control, and they will self-sabotage. They will self-sabotage for cold-level supply. That's the game that judges don't realize they're playing, that narcissists are playing, and lawyers don't even realize that narcissists are playing, because narcissists will self-sabotage to keep their supply sources, right? So important to stay above that and just look and see what is their diamond level supply, what is informing that, right? This is their image, how they look to the world. The myth is that they're not looking to just win. They enjoy the game. They enjoy the game. All right. So hear me when I say this. It's not just that they want to win. They want the game to keep going. So the way that you get rid of them and you end this chaos is that you threaten a source of supply that's more important for them to protect or defend than the supply that they get from manipulating you and the system. Got it? So how does the narcissist keep winning, and how do you stop it? They weaponize chaos, and you must be calm and strategic. And the real secret is that they're actually way more afraid of you than you are of them, right? So Jericho says, facts, Rebecca. Yep, exactly. So here are some hidden ways that you're giving away your power. You're overly relying upon and trusting your lawyer, okay? Lead your lawyer. You have to be the one that leads your lawyer, and you're expecting suffering to be rewarded. And unfortunately, even though you have suffered greatly and immensely, that's not how you're going to get what you want. All right. So I had a situation where a client kept showing up with emotional testimony, but no exhibits, and hoping that the judge would understand. But then when she turned it around and started printing text messages, bank statements, timelines, creating exhibits, she actually started to win. Here's another example of leverage that I used for a real trial that I did as a lawyer. This was a client who was dealing with a husband, soon to be ex, who was going around telling everybody, I'm Mr. Dad, and all I care about is being with my kids. I'm just all, that's the most important thing. And yet during a 4-month period between April and August, she had 98 custody exchanges, and he asked for a change in the schedule 48 times, half the time. And she agreed to it 46 times. And you can even see that 24 of the times he asked for a notification, he gave her notification in under an hour, and she still agreed. Okay, so you can see that just by putting together the data and letting it speak for itself, that it threatened his image, his diamond level supply. That's how you do it. You don't need to go on there and say, he's a narcissist or anything like that. You provide evidence like this that is in a pattern that shows proof, that just speaks for itself, data, not drama. All right. Slay AI is your ally. I just want to introduce that. And Jericho says, patterns are things they say or do, and their actions and behaviors, daily habits. Yes, exactly. Because, years ago when I was doing trials, we had to do all this stuff by hand. Now I've created a revolutionary AI tool that will transform your raw data directly into powerful legal leverage using patent pending AI technology. So before Slay AI, you had overwhelming volumes of communication, no clear timeline of events, difficulty understanding and identifying patterns, emotional exhaustion. After Slay AI, you get organized chronological timelines, labeled exhibits ready for court. You expose manipulation patterns, and you have a clear strategy going forward. It's from chaos to clarity instantly. And so what Slay AI will do is you upload all of your information, your documentation. It will even prepare attorney agendas for you, court-ready exhibits instantly, determine opposing parties' arguments and create rebuttals and draft correspondence and respond in a neutral tone. All right. So what you do is you provide your case details, you share your specific situation and challenges, you upload your documentation, you attach PDFs, documents, photos, and social media posts, you request analysis, and you will receive instant results, your case organized, right? So it will create chronological frameworks, generate even court documents for you, and create exhibits and expose patterns. So for example, let's say somebody said something that they were earning $40,000 a year on their financial affidavit or in a deposition, but their bank statements are showing something completely different. That is how you're going to be able to instantly pick up on that, because Slay AI is programmed to find patterns of deception and manipulation. All right. And that's why it is so different than any other type of AI, because it's built for litigation with high conflict personalities. We programmed it with all of my books, programs, YouTube videos, my 25 years of experience as a trial lawyer. So here are leverage triggers that judges can't ignore. Documented proof, exhibits built from texts and emails, strategic narratives, framing the issues for the judge, and then applying the facts to the law. So there's so many kinds of leverage. Situational leverage, like what's going on in people's lives at the time. Emotional leverage, that's your diamond level supply versus coal level supply. Timing leverage, how and when do you present your offer and show your leverage? So important. And then technology leverage, which nowadays we have AI, so you guys can use technology leverage to win. And narcissists win because they weaponize manipulation, they weaponize the courts, they bait you and they trigger you, and they just assume that you don't have a system. But with Slay AI, you've got somebody like Kelly Terry who won all of her appeals just by using Slay AI, because she used it to write her motions, appellate briefs, and even asked it specific questions. Case law, she said it's fire, really priceless. And Kevin said, I don't have the superlatives high enough to recommend Slay AI. I've used it to understand local laws, draft court documents. He goes back and forth with it to practice scenarios. To use this tool that is informed by all of your materials is absolutely amazing. I've saved so much money. Everyone needs to have access to this. So secret number 3 is choosing the right lawyer and then leading them, right? So you have to lead them. The problem is that people often end up with the wrong lawyer and failing to lead them, leading to wasted money and wasted time. And the truth is that lawyers know the law, but you must lead them because they haven't lived your life with you. They don't know everything. So Slay AI will actually help you stop relying on your lawyer to know everything, because it will automatically create attorney meeting agendas, keep your lawyer focused on your priorities, and you can bring your already prepared summaries, timelines, graphs, heat maps, etc. to them instead of waiting for them to generate everything. And so with Slay AI, use your lawyer as a tool, not a savior. You can get questions for vetting attorneys, make your lawyer your ally, manage your lawyer like a CEO. So here are some sample questions for vetting attorneys, for people who are feeling like you're not having the right lawyer, or maybe you want to make sure that you do get the right lawyer. What strategies do you employ when dealing with a narcissist or high conflict personality on the opposing side? How many litigation cases have you handled that involved high conflict or narcissistic personalities? How do you prefer to handle communication between us to ensure clarity and effectiveness? And you also want to say, I intend to actively participate in creating documentation and summaries to build our case's leverage. Are you open to collaborating with me to optimize our approach and minimize legal fees? Really important, okay? I had another client, Sharon Scott, who said that she was told by her lawyer that they saved over $200,000 in attorney's fees because of this program. So she saved so much money. So here's an example, another example of a timeline. So how you create a timeline is you put all of your information in there, and then you build out a timeline so that judges can see what's going on. But the most important thing is the identity power shift. You stopping feeling reacting and stopping feeling like you're in survival mode and becoming a leader, a power warrior leader, to taking back control, agency, being that CEO of your case. Instead of defending and explaining and hoping that's going to work, you present real persuasive proof. And when you know you really won is when you're like Glinda the Good Witch from The Wizard of Oz, who's like, go away, you have no power here. Remember when she did that to the Wicked Witch? And it's so much more achievable than you might think. The SLAY method has helped thousands of people from over 100 countries, showing them the path to win in all different types of negotiations. Heather won everything in court, all of her stuff with her kids, everything. And she said, I have a sense of confidence I've never known before. And this is the game changer you're going to be looking for. So you can do it alone, or you can do it with a proven roadmap. So important to have a proven roadmap and step up and lead. Most people try to fight narcissists in court logically. When you try to apply logic to a narcissist, you're going to lose every time. That never works. So here's what we do differently. And I want to invite you to step into your strength with my program, the Slay Your Negotiation with the Narcissist program, which is the gateway to mastering negotiations and transforming your life. So good. So this is your full roadmap, every course, every resource, every template that you need to beat a narcissist in court. All right. It's tailored just for you. It is a proven roadmap to winning. And as I said, thousands have used it. And so it's the SLAY method plus the system plus SLAY AI, which is what you really need to save yourself time, money, headache, and energy. So instant access to it is worth $69.97, which obviously it could be way more than that, depending on how much you've spent on lawyers. And on top of working through your blueprint, I'm also adding my Lawyer Up package so that you can find the best lawyer and get the 5-page Make My Lawyer My Ally packet, get the questions for vetting attorneys, and connect with the right lawyer who has your back, all right? Legal experts have to understand high conflict personalities. Do you know that these cases last 3 times longer and cost 4 times more? So having the wrong lawyer costs you energetically, emotionally, financially. It costs your health. It costs your life. So you need to reclaim your future. So instant access to the Lawyer Up program is worth $19.97. The smart screening questions worth at least $29.97. And then the Make My Lawyer My Ally guide at least worth $9.97. Charles is saying, we do have, I love it. Yes, my love. So SLAY AI is your legal ally. It will help you with all of your simulations, provide you with personalized script prompts, court-ready exhibits, strategies, tactics, instantly script your success. All right, be ultra prepared. Plus, I'm going to give you 30 tailored prompts to help you get started. All right, and that is worth $99.97. Grant said, if it gave me all the tools I needed, I now feel like I can conquer the world. Carrie, many of you know Carrie. She is one of our SLAY consultants. She said, my life is better because of your influence and guidance. And you get to be part of an exclusive private community. The cost of inaction over 3 years is close to $300,000 if you factor in attorneys, paralegals, forensic accountants, mediation fees, therapy, because annually it could be 90 to 100,000, and if it's 3 years, it could cost way more. And that doesn't even count the time lost at work, time lost enjoying your life, sleep deprivation, health impacts, so much, right? So if all this did was stop you from wasting another $10,000 on lawyers' fees, would it be worth it? Jericho says she's amazing. Yes. If all this did was help your lawyer listen to you, would it be worth it? Give me a yes in the comments right now. And if all this did was give you one undeniable exhibit that the judge couldn't ignore, would it be worth it? Give me a yes in the comments right now. All right, so the value of this is $22,900, probably worth a whole lot more than that. And so right now, we are offering this for $497. Yes, there is a payment plan. You would go to joinslay.com. This is the last time that I'm going to be sunsetting lifetime access to Slay AI, because we are going to be putting it into a format where it's going to be a monthly subscription. So if you want lifetime access to Slay AI, this is your last chance to get it. And so go to joinslay.com and then use the promo code SLAY500. And I'm going to go ahead and put a banner here for you so that you can see it. Here we go. All right. So as I said before, the cost for the first year, just attorney's fees, 10 to 50,000. The forensic accountant, 5 to 20, mediation, 5 to 10, therapy, 5 to 10. Slay program, $497. It's less than the cost of 1 hour of a lawyer's time. Okay. And for those of you who've been dealing with this, you know that these prices, this is low, right? I mean, I'm not exaggerating on this slide at all. Okay. So I really do have thousands of testimonials. I couldn't even put them all here, but no words to describe how powerful. It literally changed my life. Well prepared, control over my power and my future. Like, there's so many things. This is Darlene. She said that her lawyer didn't even think she was going to win. Her lawyer literally said to her, "You're never going to win." And it was too late for her to change lawyers. So she actually went to her and said, "Well, I have 125 exhibits. How many do you need?" And she took it to trial and she got a landslide win. She literally got the support that she wanted, the assets she wanted, the custody she wanted, and fees. She got everything she wanted. All right. So if you're thinking, what if this is just another thing that's not going to work? I've tried therapy. I've tried lawyers. I've tried books. Nothing works. All right. Yeah, but what if it does? What if it does? Right? This isn't just a course. This is a proven plan. This is a step-by-step blueprint built by me, who's a trial lawyer, who's guided thousands through it successfully. It's simple, results-oriented. It's built for when you're tired, when you're exhausted, when you feel like giving up. All right? It works even when the judge doesn't see the full story yet. Okay? I'm going to make this even better for you because I want you to have everything you need. So I'm going to give you power phrases for court toolkit, power phrases for establishing boundaries, for responding to manipulation and gaslighting, for everything that you need, okay? It's scripts to use in front of the judge, lawyer, mediator. Reprint this, carry it everywhere. This is going to be your holy grail. This is worth the whole entire program alone. Chikati said, Slay really changed my life. I never thought I'd be where I am today. I have my power back. I'm also giving you the courtroom leverage system your complete magic bullet success made simple. Documentation at a glance, leverage templates, a timeline template, everything that you need, okay? So that you can go from chaos to leverage to clarity, which is your court-ready proof and strategic narrative, to having the outcome that you want. That's what this is all about. Like actually having something that's going to help you get the outcome that you want without breaking the bank. Because when you're dealing with a lawyer, they're going to put a lot of things on their paralegal, but the paralegal will bill you for going through everything. Every minute that they're working on something, every email they send you, they're going to bill. They're going to charge you for that. And you're the one who knows what the best documentation is, right? And you guys know, if you've been in this before, that if they file something false or whatever, what's the lawyer going to do? They turn right around and look at you and say, hey, how should I respond to this? Right? So you have to be the one to respond. And Marilyn Sandor said, I feel strong and decisive and in control. For those of you who are feeling like the narcissist is hiding assets, income, or money, I'm throwing in this bonus also, hidden asset hunter strategies for finding money. And if you're worried about them doing this, this is how to spot and secure financial advantages. It's worth a minimum of $48.88. Lorraine Carlone said, I hung in my relationship way past what I could mentally or physically bear, and then God placed me in the right hands with Rebecca and her Slay program. So a Cyber Shield Safety Manual is something else that I'm also offering to you for free. This is just a bonus for doing this right now for free. And it's how to safeguard your digital world from high conflict personalities. If you're worried about the tracking and the hacking, then this is worth this alone. It's worth over $9.97. Michael was awarded 100% legal custody of his son. He said his mantra is their word. It's their word against your documentation. I owe this program my life. So with all of the bonuses, the value is $40,755, and your price right now is $497. Does it apply to Florida? Yes, absolutely, Donna. This will help you tremendously with that. It will help you tremendously with that. All right. So as I said, without Slay, it could be up to $300,000 if you even have that. Chaos, confusion, emotional trauma, judge believing their lies. With Slay, $497 today, organized exhibits, attorney agendas, AI-powered leverage, a proven roadmap to flip the script. No one is coming to save you. Decide to take control, not chances. All right? If all this did was help the judge finally see what's really going on, would it be worth it? How about if it just saves you 1 month of legal fees? Would it be worth it? How about if it gave you and your child peace of mind, right? And your child not getting caught in the middle. What's that worth? Judge Lynn Toller said Rebecca has a tremendous ability that all of us need, which is how to negotiate with a narcissist. She was the judge on divorce court for 17 years. Robert Shapiro, Rebecca provides specific tools so you can avoid mistakes and ensure a winning outcome. It's worth its weight in gold. And Mel Robbins, what I love about Rebecca's approach on this topic is that she's attacking this topic like a litigator. She's one of the top ranked trial lawyers in the US, and she became an expert on this topic because she needed to get a strategy. She researched narcissism so that she could understand opponents and outsmart them in the courtroom. She wanted to know how they thought and their tactics. If you master her Slay strategy, you're going to win every single day. So imagine standing up to that narcissist and feeling free, feeling powerful, respected. Imagine that your email is blowing up because everybody wants to know, how did you do this? And you feel so good about yourself. And imagine that every conversation with difficult people feels like a breeze because you have the skills to deal with them. And a year from now, you're surrounded by a powerful community of supportive people and you're thriving more than ever. Yeah? Imagine that. So, can I give this to my daughter? Yes, you absolutely can, Donna. Yes. And if you're in the middle of a negotiation already, it works at any phase of negotiations, communication, or litigation. If you're in a different country with different laws, well, first of all, you can ask Slay AI about that, about your laws. We have people who've gotten the results they wanted all over the world. It's strategy that we're giving you, leverage tactics. And what if the narcissist is smarter or has more money? Let me just tell you, narcissists are not smarter. They create chaos. And money does not equal win. Proof with law applied does. Do you have a payment plan? The answer is yes. When you go to joinslay.com, just select payment plan, and there's shop pay. I think it's up to 2 years. I think PayPal credit is no interest for 6 months, which is like 80 something. I think it's like $82 a month or something. I mean, it's very reasonable. How is this different than my books? Well, the books they just give you an overview. They don't give you Slay AI, templates, scripts, leverage samples, so much more. And what's the time commitment? It depends on what you're working with and the complexity of your situation and like what your volume is of all of your documentation. But I can tell you it's going to be way less time to prepare using this than it would have been. All right. Does it apply for custody? Absolutely. It'll protect the people most precious to you. And so this is the final. Remember, I said this is the last time to get Slay AI for a lifetime. So if you want this, now's the time. Charles is saying all of Rebecca's team is the best. I love every one of you. And namaste, namaste. Love you too, Charles. Can the AI take district court parameters into account? Yes. So you just need to tell it what district you're in, Angie, and it will help you with that. Yeah. I mean, I always say to check it against a resource like Westlaw, LexisNexis, or one of the others, but you just want to make sure. But and also ask your lawyer if you have one. But it will. If you tell it what district you're in, what court system you're in, what state you're in, it will apply the law in your particular state, country, or jurisdiction. And I do walk you through how to do that in the program as well. The AI is only as good as directed. I don't know what I don't know. Yes, that's why you need the program, Angie, because I give you direction in every single module on how to use it. Yeah. And we also give you the templates and prompts as well. So what other questions can I answer for people? I am so proud of all of you, by the way, for being here today and showing up for yourself. And I just really want to acknowledge you, and I want you to acknowledge yourself for being here and listening and tuning in on this, because this will change the game for you. And you know that because you're here, your soul is speaking to you and saying, you know what, I'm worth more. And my life is worth saving, and my children's lives are worth saving, or my business is worth saving, or, you know, the impact that you're going to see, not just in the results that you're getting, but in who you become for yourself is priceless. It really is priceless. And, you know, I know I see Charles here, and I saw Frank here, and I see Dave here, and I see several people from my Justice Blueprint program here. Let's see, Angie, can it fill out forms for motions? Yes. I mean, in fact, that's how Kelly Terry did it. And I know Kevin Posey and several others from my programs have done it that way. Yeah, they've used it for that. They've actually, some of them have used, some people in my programs have used it to represent themselves because it can do that. The AI, is that an app? You can use it in an app. You can use it just web-based too, depending on what is easiest for you. So let's see, what other questions? I'm just going to go back through the old comments now so that I can make sure that we're seeking legal malpractice claims. The attorneys are trying to charge him with perjury and fraud on the court. Well, this will definitely help you with that, Lisa Marie, for sure. Okay. Will it, yeah, for sure it'll help you with this. Is it set up to work in all 50 states? Yes, it does work in all 50 states and also in countries around the world. Yeah. So let's see who else. Thank you, James. I appreciate you. Gaslighting, I've questioned myself so many times over the years. Yeah, you are not crazy and you are not alone, Angie. I just want you to know that. Would a judge consider the narc's inconsistencies? The answer is yes, Dee. And how you get them to do that is by demonstrating the patterns and then presenting them under the relevant case law in your situation. So that's how you're going to get the judge to see what's happening. Also, the ability to receive as a high conflict negotiation specialist. Yes, well, you can do that too. Not through this program, but I do have the programs to certify coaches as well. I have actually several people here who are certified coaches and who've done my higher level programs that are more hands-on and come with coaching and a lot of other things. So if you're interested in that, just let us know at support@rebeccazung.com and we will reach out to you. But that's the next level up. You know, I always say save yourself first, and then, you know, then you can go out and be of service to other people, right? So let's see. We had married in California, had houses in California and Georgia, went to Alabama. He was instructed to leave. Okay, so that's a good thing, it sounds like. I'm running for re-election, need to convince the voters my opponent is a narcissist. Yeah, I think that would be a great way to use Slay AI, to be honest with you. That's amazing. Would it include his job hopping? And so now, Dee, what you're asking about is, you know, potentially relocation case or something with custody. So what you would do is you would figure out what the factors are for relocation or for custody for the best interest of the child in whatever state that you're in. And then you would ask it to organize your documentation into facts for each one of those factors, so that now you're speaking the language of the court. Now you're speaking the language that the judge wants to hear. All right. So now you're using proof, and that's under the terms of the law. And that's how you win. That's how you win. All right. So Dave is saying Slay AI in Canada. Yeah, it's great because he uses it. Dave uses it. He's one of our coaches. And Carrie is one of our coaches. She's also on my team. She's in Canada. It works great for other countries as well. I've been gang stalked. How do I handle this? So first of all, Megan, I'm sorry. That sounds horrible. Second of all, there are stalking laws that are going to be applicable in wherever it is that you live. And so you're going to want to take your facts and your documentation and apply it to those stalking laws in wherever it is that you live. And, you know, maybe try to get some kind of an injunction, you know, like a restraining order or something like that. Are there suggestions on how to collect documentation? Yes. So in the program, there's the 12 areas of documentation. I actually go through each one of them with you, and then you're going to ask it to organize it in terms of the documentation, the relocation law in your state. Okay. Right now, my father is not doing good at all. He's been placed on hospice, and oh, I'm so sorry, Lori. We'll pray for your dad. Okay. I believe in the paperwork. Rebecca, does this have a strategy to do this? Yes. So that's what I teach you how to do as far as documentation, organizing your paperwork, how to journal, what to journal, what's important. All of that is in there, right? And one of the other things that we have is a leverage tracker, which will help you automatically document things in real time, and then it'll put it on a spreadsheet for you, and then that way all you have to do is upload that spreadsheet into Slay AI. So we've got everything for you in the program. So go to joinslay.com, use the promo code SLAY500. Is there anyone else that has any questions for me? I have everything recorded, ready to go when it happens. I love it. So that is going to be so good. I'm so proud of all of you. I'm so proud of all of you for being here and being a part of this. And I just want to thank everybody for being here. I want to, let's see, here I am. So just know that wherever you are, in whatever situation you're in, the first thing that you have to do is believe yourself that you can get the outcome that you deserve, the results that you deserve. Your identity is the most important thing, who you are being. You don't get what you want, you get what you are, who you are. And so you need to raise your floor, expect more for yourself because you deserve it. You are a bright, shining, beautiful light that has been sourced from the divine. And remember that. So whatever you're dreaming for yourself, dream bigger, dream more. So where's the sign up page? Go to joinslay.com. I don't know if you can see the thing scrolling on the bottom here, but go to joinslay.com and use the promo code SLAY500. All right. So thank you, Jericho. I appreciate you so much. I'm scheduled to work every other weekend while in nursing school. Judge ordered my son to be me on weekends. And his sister, how do I go about requesting a change? So you're probably going to need to ask for a modification. I would, once you get the program, you can ask it how to go about doing that in your particular state, country, or jurisdiction. All right. So thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you. And I appreciate all of you. This is really my gift to you. Honestly, I mean, this is like barely even covers the cost of my system and, keeping all the people on the back end available to help you, right? Because this is really something that I want you to have so that you can take back your life and take back your power. This is really the entry level point to the gateway of your life, right? Choosing you. And thank you, Frank. I adore you. It's so nice to see you. All right. I apologize off topic. My ex-partner was arrested for drug-related charges. I got her a lawyer. Should I getting your own lawyer? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It just really depends on what your situation is, but it sounds like you might want to consider that. All right. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Give yourselves a pat on the back. You are amazing. All right, you signed up. Yay, no one to goose it. Good to see you. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right, guys, God bless you all, and I'll see you soon.